So yeah, so one other thing I wanted to think like just the keeping a level head during tournament, you know, because I always have a tendency to like start getting negative or start complaining about the game while I'm in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just like instead of problem solving, I start getting just cynical and just not positive at all. I turn into a negative slant, mostly anger and salt, and it just turns into like I just lose all awareness of the game, basically. Like when I'm playing with people like this, it's fine, you know, or playing friendlies and stuff. But when it comes to tournament, or even when I'm by myself playing on quick play or just like an online manchurando person, I have no idea. I get like this. I just start getting negative and just complaining about things, and I just get critical about my hitbox should have touched and da da da. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
so I can say with online, I wouldn't even care for a single second because there's no stakes other than your mental health. So it's not worth being upset about. But what I can say as far as in tournament, you have to keep in mind that the person that you're fighting against also wants to win too. So if things happen that are just unlucky, welcome to Smash. That's the first thing I'm going to say. All kinds of dumb shit just happens for no reason. I don't know if you saw on the weekend, but Grand Finals Tilde versus Peebnut, he died off the top at 19 on one of his stocks.
Yeah, I think I saw that in one of your videos, yeah.
So it's like, in what world was that supposed to happen? What is this? I think he ended up losing that game too. So it's like, some horseshit. He could have immediately gone down the mental spiral of fuck everything. Like this is completely impossible because he was playing basically perfect, and then he ended up losing that game. So if shit like that happens, then that's one thing. But I can say as far as trying to not get tilted in a game, keep in mind that if you're going to a tournament offline, that when you're at that tournament, you're gonna be there for the entire night. So don't rush your games. And also, like I said, your opponent is also trying to win too. If you start to get tilted, your opponent is already winning or has already won. And what I mean by that is like if you are tilted, it's very easy to tell in someone's expression of how they play. And I've talked about this in the past too. Your aerial drift and your decision making is just like your body language. So if you're constantly dashing it, going for dash attack, or if you're at disadvantage and you're holding forward and trying to like fair me at a disadvantage or come down with down airs or get up attack out of every situation to just hit me back because you want to feel good, I can take advantage of all of that, right? But if you're playing safe and patient, of course, yeah, you get hit, but like just like a professional fighter, if you were to become a professional boxer or anything, if someone gets a clean hit on you, professional fighters don't say this is horseshit. They say good job, like that was good, right?
Yeah, I see pro players do that. Like when they lose stock or whatever, they're like they'll just tilt their head and it's like okay,
yep, they're like okay, yep,
like, they'll like nod.
Yep, cool. Exactly. That's the thing is it's like if you don't always have to be in a fantastic mood or happy about losing. I'm not saying that that's the case, but it's more so that if you are getting like caught out for things, there's a very strong chance that your opponent, maybe they are better than you. Maybe they've recognized one of your habits. Maybe they just made a good play. That's one of the biggest things that kills me in the Smash scene is that nobody can ever take the L and say, maybe the person I'm fighting against actually did something good versus saying the only reason why you won is because I'm playing like shit right now. So it's like, okay, so if you weren't tired and you had a full stomach of food and you had your 8.5 hours of sleep, you're saying that you would just automatically beat me? Is that what you're saying? Like, that's what a lot of people are. They have that notion about themselves, whether or not it's the truth or not. More often than not, if someone's better than you, they're better than you. It's just what it is. So to say, oh, well, I haven't slept in like 6 months and crypto's crashing and all these things happened there, that's why I lost. It's like, okay, all right, so play me in 4 years when everything's back to normal, and then hopefully you'll just win because of that. The stars will align and now you'll win. It's like, no. If you're fighting someone and you're getting tilted, you should be taking note of the fact that if you're getting tilted, there's a strong chance that they're catching you with a ton of shit and they're hitting you over and over again. They're catching your air dodges and your double jumps. They're two-framing you on the ledge and all these things. It's because they're paying attention, they're a competent player, and they might actually be good. If you SD twice and then get killed in like last hit situation somehow and you barely lose, then sure, you can be mad at yourself. But if the game is fair and square and you're just getting caught out for stuff, like let's say when you're on the left side here and you jumped and I faired and I caught you, if you're like, oh, this is horseshit, it's like, well, is it horseshit or did I just make a read? Was it a good play on my part or was it a bad play on your part, right? It
like
might have
when I did that up B there, when I did that up B and then you faired.
Yeah, and I was caught you. I can say something like that specifically, that was maybe more so on the borderline side of luck. And I say that only because my fair technically should not have beaten that. It was because of where you were in your up B, that when I happened to throw out my fair, I happened to catch you. It wasn't so much that situation, it was the situation when you were actually like up this high and you tried to like just jump on stage normal. And I caught you as you jumped. So if I make a read, then that should not be like, you can be annoyed by it's like, okay, good job. If you got the read and like I didn't, obviously I'm not happy that I died, but like I did what I did for a reason. It wasn't just randomly, oh, I'm just gonna go like this, see what happens. Like that's not what I did. It's like, okay, you're off stage, you are down a stock, maybe you are feeling a little bit tilted, and I could take advantage of the fact that an aggressive play here would be to say, I don't want to be ledge trapped, so I'm just gonna jump on stage and skip being ledge trapped. Whereas the passive or calm and collected play is, I'm going to recover normal, grab the ledge, get my jump back, assess the situation, get up, and then try and get out of the corner. If you're playing aggressive, you're like, yo, fuck all that. I don't want to do any of that. I'm just trying to get back here, and I'm just gonna fight because I want to. Yeah, same thing. Like if you're up on a platform like this, and your go-to is to come down like this, versus jumping off the platform or running off the platform to the short side of the stage. If I'm standing right here, and you think that you can run off stage or run off like this, go like this and go for a back air, let's go like this, you can die from that. If you get that back air, I'm not dead. Realistically, the safe things for you to go for here is to go down here, like over to the corner, right? Or to like try and jump past me if you're going to do anything. If you want to come down, then you have to wait for me to try and, let's say, shark the platform with up tilts, and then if I try and make a read and I jump, then you can go for the passive play here, which is like, let's say, drop shield and come down. Or you can actually go for the aggressive play, which is like up smash out of shield, or jump in up air, or jump in nair to try and catch me. So these are all different routes, I guess, based on your tone or your body language or your emotion that people can pick up on. If you always choose the aggressive route, then your opponent should, if they're a good player, they should be able to see that. If you're always rolling in to get back into the fight, or if you're always, let's say, going for get up attack right here, or you're always rolling on stage, or you're always jumping from the corner, or you're always coming down like this, right? Or you're always dashing back and forth and dash attacking. It's like, okay, I can read all these things as aggressive or tilted, or you're just trying to get back into neutral, you're tired of being disadvantaged, or you want to just try and kill me, right? So you're going for big moves that you don't deserve to just YOLO and go for. Good. So right there, if you notice, as far as my punish game, once I got a combo going, I was able to get a decent amount of damage, but then I also pushed you towards the ledge. You didn't die because you got comboed. You died because you got knocked off stage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Catch. Oh, I didn't think it was going to hit me. Didn't even try and tech. Got no jump. Oh, that's tragic. But notice, as soon as you had no jump, notice how much more aggressive I was, and also I went straight down versus trying to catch you like high.
Oh, dude, how'd you know? How'd you know?
I mean, I've been there before.
Okay, I'm trying.
That's all I can say.
Out of there.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Z's out of there.
So that's one of those things. It's like, the only reason why I knew that was going to happen, actually, you know what? I'll take it back. I'm not going to say I knew it was going to happen. It's more so I banked on it happening. No matter what, even if you didn't air dodge in like that, I was going to up smash right there anyway. So if you just air dodge the other way or didn't air dodge at all, you could have either punished me or got down for free. So I made a read with fully committing to say, if I'm wrong right here, I'm probably not going to die. If I'm right, I just win the whole game. So that's totally fine.
But thanks, I like especially on the whole safe thing and knowing the nuance. Still, like you, I think one of the first times we talked about that, but it's so deep, that whole aspect of like knowing defense to offense, and when it is just the game itself. You gotta just play it. And the little fine lines. Just the concept is simple, but it's not. It's super complex when you're in the game playing. And every other game has its own complexity with the whole defense and offense. Yeah, but you got to know the game intimately.
Yeah, and the thing is that also is going to be ever changing as you fight other people too. It's not like it's in stone, or it's like once you know this stuff, this is how it always is, because you're also fighting against someone else who can just change their mind, or is just making better decisions, or playing different characters, or the stakes are different, and there's nerves and all kinds of different things that can be part of it as well too. So it's so much more than to say, oh, if you just know this works, it's automatic.